Hello, welcome back to 50/50, the fairest challenge in podcasting. Today, in this episode, I'm very excited about it. As you can see, I'm joined by Nathan. Today we are doing ranking all 20th managers, so from obviously 20th to 1st. And I think we're also going to be talking about FPL and talking how our game weeks went and any additions we want to make. So, yeah, I think we should then jump right into it. Managers. So,
Yep.
I feel like this season it's very like hard to pick, like rank them, because there's so many there's good managers, and even like the mid managers is like there's nothing much that splits them. But I imagine we have different
Opinions.
different, and I feel we should jump into it with number 20th. So number 20th, I have a former Everton manager, Marco Silva.
Yep. And then my number 20th is Frank Lampard. I feel like, let me just say this before we get into the rest of the managers, I feel like that the quality of managers in the Prem is so good that I feel like there's going to be a lot of interchangeable ones. So don't take our predictions as like strictly as fact from us, but I feel like that all of them are so close that it could go. I feel like a lot of our prediction, a lot of our numbers are going to be different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't worry, Everton fans, I will defend Nathan's pick and point.
But mine's Frank Lampard, and I'll tell you why. So
tell me why.
Yeah. So the reason why I put Frank Lampard 20th, I feel like he has some of the least amount of experience in the Premier League, and also he's not really won anything or done anything in the game that would suggest that he's higher than 20th, in my opinion. I feel like he got Derby close to promotion from the Championship, but apart from that, he managed Chelsea and didn't go too well for him, and I don't think he's done anything else that would suggest anything else. What do you think?
No, well, I feel like Frank Lampard, he did a fantastic job keeping Everton in the Premier League. I feel like he gets too much hate for his time at Chelsea. Like I remember before they went on like a bit of a downward spiral. I remember they beat Everton beat them at Goodison. Like they went like 19 odd games unbeaten in all competitions, and like the first season, the transfer, like he developed like and improved players, and he's already done that at Everton, at Derby. We got beaten in the playoff finals 2-1 by Aston Villa. Could have been a very different story if he got them promoted.
Probably would have saved them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But I know like why people put him there, but he's not stubborn enough as well. Like he came in, wanted to play expansive football away against like Brentford, Leeds, but then it didn't. So he wasn't like Rafa Benitez, worst manager in Everton's history. He wasn't stubborn enough to be like, no, he changed and adapted. And also, like, I don't know, he is, when I listen to his interviews, he is an intelligent manager. Yeah. But
it's just his experience, his lack of experience for me, and his lack of like trophies and winnings. That's my only concern. But anyway, why do you put Marco Silva as your bottom pick?
I don't know. But he did a good job taking Fulham promoted. But like Everton was like his first season was good, but it was inconsistent.
He was alright at Watford, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Everton like there was a thing like we never like when we would go by, we never ever like won, like turned it around. So like that, like I don't know, like does last year like his team's like mentality isn't the strongest, like defensively isn't the best. I know he did good taking Fulham up in like an expansive way, but can he play like that in the Premier League? I'm not sure.
Definitely.
But I like the fella. I do like Marco Silva.
So who's your number 19?
Just I rate him really highly, Steve Cooper, but I've put him there. He did a fantastic job with winning the under-17 World Cup with England. I think we had like the likes of Foden. Took Swansea from like got them in the playoffs. Got beat by Brentford in the final. Nottingham Forest job was like first 8 games they were like bottom, got them promoted. But I don't know, Premier League can be a bit of a step up. Can he make it? I imagine he can, but he hasn't got any Premier League experience. I've got him 19th.
Yep. So my number 19th is Marco Silva. I just have the similar, thoughts to Jack when it comes to Marco Silva, but I have him above Lampard because of the expansive player in the Championship, because he got them promoted, and I feel like that he has more experience than Lampard. But that's just my opinion. But I feel like I feel like I agree that Lampard has got a bit of a bad rap, and worse than he deserves. But I don't agree with Steve Cooper. I feel like Steve Cooper's a very good manager and very experienced. He's had quite a few jobs across football. Obviously, he was a former Liverpool manager at youth level, and as Jack said, he managed Swansea. He's done a great job at Notts Forest, and I feel like that he's a good quality manager, and I feel like he's higher than 19th.
Yeah, but I don't think like anyone in the league's a bad manager though. I just think it's very tight and like it's hard to pick. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. Anyway,
I rate him highly, but
I think we should get on to another 18.
Yeah, I've Ralph Hasenhüttl in Southampton.
Yeah,
I know Leipzig, like the 4-2-2, he's like very good and like got success, but at Southampton, like I don't know, they're always like they're so inconsistent. Like at the end of last season, there was abysmal form. They got beat like 9-0 in like 2 seasons back to back. I don't know. I know he might have like the backing he has, but I don't know.
I actually rate Hasenhüttl a bit, quite a bit higher than you, but I just think his even he's got quite a poor Southampton side, and they don't spend much money. And I thought they've had a very bad defeat, but keeping them in the Prem as an established Premier League
that's
outfit, I think he's done well, and their style of football, like they can go on win, winning streaks because of their style of football. I feel like Hasenhüttl has developed that. I feel like they would have already went down if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, there's definitely cause for concern when he's conceded 9 goals twice in the Premier League.
Yeah, but they go and run, don't they? Like they lose so many, they'll draw, but then they'll win a couple, and I don't know, just with Hasenhüttl.
Yeah. So going on to my 17th pick is Jesse Marsch. I feel like Jesse Marsch, he's come from obviously Salzburg and Leipzig. I feel like he's just yet to be proven in the Premier League. That's the only reason why I've put him this low. I haven't seen he didn't do that well in the second half of the season with Leeds, but I feel like that he could change my mind and go up the rankings. But I feel like as a manager right now, I haven't seen enough of him to put him any higher. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I just have him higher up, the one pick higher up than you. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know there's like the cause for concerns for him, but for me, I have Scott Parker.
Wait, that's your 16th.
It's not.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good luck, you missed one there.
Oh yeah, because Hal's there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I have Scott Parker, and I rate him highly. I want him to be England manager one day. I like the football, and I can you see his like speeches, like team talks are very like inspiring, and like I don't know the way he plays. Like I remember Fulham came to Goodison and they played us off the park when we had Carlo, and like they were just in so much control. Like they interchangeable, but there's very good fluidity, and I think Scott Parker's a good coach.
Yeah, I agree. I've got him a bit higher, because of those reasons. I feel like he's a good young English coach, and I feel like he's just had a poor Fulham team when he was there, but I feel like this season with Bournemouth, I feel like he's going to show that he actually is a decent manager, because I feel like that they'll fight quite a lot of games, might still go down.
There's also no pressure on Bournemouth because they're expected to go down, finish rock bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I rate him a lot, to be fair.
Okay. So next, we're going on to our next picks, and mine's Patrick Vieira. But as you said, you've got Jesse Marsch.
Yeah. So I like him. He's bought well with Tyler Adams, Rocker, Sinistera, Aronson. I don't know. I feel like he's like an American. We all just because like soccer.
Yeah.
Everyone calls him Ted Lasso, but I know I like the passion of him. I know Leeds were in a bit of a spiral downfall last season, but he kept them up. And now this pre-season, he can like inflict his own philosophy. And last season they were injury stricken, and he's done well at Salzburg. Okay, Leipzig didn't go the best, but I like him. I think there's something about him, and I feel like this season, like, it'll make like Leeds more solid, and I feel like they will just stay up.
Yeah. I agree that Leeds will just stay up, but with Vieira, who's my pick, I rate his like influence over Palace, but I feel like that he hasn't done enough in his career to put himself higher in the list.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if he a few more seasons with Palace and he'd go higher. I do like Vieira. I like his style of play that he's got with Palace as well. But I don't know. I'm not confident in this one. I feel like you could definitely put him higher, but I've got him in that 16th position.
Yeah, I know what you mean with Vieira. I have my preservations on him, but I have him a bit higher.
Yeah, you have him quite high. Yeah. Anyway,
just because of what he did for Palace last season. Yeah. But for me, next picks, I have Bruno Lage.
Yep.
I don't know. I know he won the league with Benfica. He last season at Wolves. Midway, second half of the season, they declined a bit because they were doing quite well. They were pushing Europe or in contention for Europe. But I don't know. Last season had good structure. They're very hard to beat. They're very solid. They went a goal up. But he's changed his philosophy now, going to a 4-2-3-1, which I feel like that hinders him massively.
Do you reckon? I think it might help them actually. With an extra attacking body.
Yeah, it might help them attacking wise, but
and they didn't score many goals.
I know they haven't really got that many creative midfielders, but defensively, we're back five with Connor Cody, someone of his experience, and
he's not
very
there
good.
anymore.
And he's gone to Everton. So I just feel like it's a massive miss, and it's a massive risk for him. And I know things didn't go too well at the end with Benfica, but. He showed last season he has something about him, but he's not in the top 10 for me.
Okay, but yeah, with Bruno and Wolves, I feel like they don't have many attacking options as well going forward. And switching to that new formation, I feel like they're going to come unstuck with some of their
could make them more open too.
Exactly, but they've only got. Have you seen their striking options? It's not good. They've got Raul Jimenez and Hwang, who's currently injured or whatever. So
they did get what's it called? Gonzalo Guedes yesterday.
Oh yeah. Actually, I forgot about that.
And they got
he's a good signing.
Morgan Gibbs-White come back, but yeah, I think it could be. I think he's a bit down for me, but quite well.
Okay, so my next pick is I forgot to mention Parker was my next pick along with Bruno Lage. As I said before, I think he's a good manager. Anyway, go on to our next picks. I've got Thomas Frank and Jack's got Steven Gerrard. And why do you put you've put Gerrard below Lampard?
I have got because okay, he did fantastic in Scotland, winning the league at Invincibles.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, but he's been at Villa for 10 months now, and on social media, a lot of Villa fans are not happy with him. And I don't know, they're doing what Everton did, when they got the money. They're just buying. They're buying players with 28, 29, Digne, Snyder, when we got Snyder. And I don't know. I think there's something in him, but he hasn't shown it yet at Villa, and he's been there 10 months. And last season, they lost 400 pounds with him. They were bottom half for Villa, 14th, just not good enough for them. But I know he's he's good. He's shown it in Rangers.
Would you say Lampard shown more than Gerrard then?
Well, Lampard had a very impossible job keeping Everton in the Premier League, and he did it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't agree with this because mainly it's because I love Steven Gerrard, but also I feel like Gerrard's he's, as you said, he won the league with Rangers. That's a very difficult task. Not managers, he haven't won a league for many years, and then he came in and did it unbeaten.
Right.
Obviously, the Scottish League's a lot easier, but
you think about it, he left last season. The new manager, Giovanni Van
Bronckhorst. Yeah,
he got into the Europa League final, only losing penalties.
Yeah, but they look. It doesn't look like they're going to win the league this.
And he won the Scottish Cup with them.
Yeah. So did Gerrard, but he only won it once. I feel like I just can't see this. Yeah. So that's very controversial, but maybe some people will agree with you. With my pick of Thomas Frank, it seems like you've got Thomas Frank quite high. I do rate Thomas Frank. I feel like his philosophy at Brentford is single-handedly kept him in the Prem. I feel like their style of football is great, and I feel like he's very tactical and very wise. But I just can't put him higher just because he's just only had one season in the Prem. I feel like that's his only flaw really is just his lack of experience. But
I like him a lot.
But I do like him a lot.
Yeah, I'll go on to him into my pick. But yeah, so above Gerrard, I have Frank Lampard, and I feel like Lampard's very underrated. You know, last season Everton were a complete mess. 1 win and 14 under Rafa Benitez. Like the whole club, it was just toxic. He just got on board with the fans. You know, you seen it last season with like the Chelsea game, the Palace game, the Brentford game. He got the atmosphere together like that, and he just gets it. And he's a very smart, intelligent manager. And you see the pull he has. Like, he got Tarkowski in over at Villa. He got Onana in. Got Conor Cody in. And Conor Cody recently just said that his first call from gave him goosebumps. It was very exciting. And you know, we. On Saturday against Chelsea, we were very solid.
I do. Sorry, what you said.
And he's a smart manager, and I rate him a lot.
Yeah,
and I've got him back in Frank Lampard.
I think one thing I have underestimated about Lampard is his man management. I feel like.
Yeah,
I think you're right there with his. I feel like he's very good at getting your team together.
Sorry to interrupt you, but he's improved players massively. So Vitaly Mikalenko, he's improved him drastically because he came in raw from the Ukrainian league. Mason Holgate, he was just up and down like that. He's got him at a consistent level. He's got something out of Anthony Gordon. He's made him the star man. He improves players, and he improved players at Chelsea with Mason Mount, Reece James, Tammy Abraham. So, and he knows what he wants for his football team, and he's just a very smart man, and I like him a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so going up into our next picks. Actually, we've already talked about Cooper, but he's the one that I have alongside Jack's Lampard pick. I've said why I think he's a good manager, so that's the reason why I have him that high. But then my next pick is Hasenhüttl. As I said before, I think Hasenhüttl's actually a good coach. I feel like his style of play is the main reason why Southampton have stayed in the Premier League with a very poor team. Exactly, yeah. But maybe I've got a bit too high. But you've got Brendan Rodgers, which could be controversial, but I haven't.
Can I be honest? I feel like I could have put him low. I don't rate Brendan Rodgers at all.
Really?
I know. Like Leicester, I'm like 5th back to back, and they got to an FA Cup final, and he's always going to be like a legend, like there. But I just same as Roberto Martinez at Everton. You know, they have a good squad on paper, and like just underperformed massively last season, this season, and like he had like 2 good seasons in him. And people might be like, Brendan Rodgers is slow, that's just stupid. But I've seen it before with Martinez when you have a very good team like he did at Everton with like Lukaku, Deulofeu, Barkley, etc. And it just makes it toxic. And they haven't bought anyone. But yeah, I don't rate him, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like with Rodgers, I like him as a manager. Obviously, he managed Liverpool. And he was very good there. And we did drop off, and it seems like Leicester are doing the same. But I feel like he is a good coach. I feel like in some areas he is good with his. I feel like tactically he's quite good, but then in other areas, like his man management, I don't really rate. I feel like he gets on the I feel like he's just a bit boring and negative sometimes, especially in interviews. It
good
seems
character.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I can see why you put him that low, and I haven't put him much higher. I feel like he's a decent manager though in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So who's your next picture?
Patrick Vieira, I could have put him low because I've spoke to you before. Like at Nice, he had a good season, and the second season didn't go that well. But at Palace, he's completely changed the whole ethos. You know, like the other players like Scott Dann, James Tompkins, Martin Kelly, etc. Andros Townsend, like old players. I know some are still there, but he's like evolved it to youngsters, making it exciting, like free flowing at Palace. Got to the semi-final. Set pieces were a bit of a worry. They conceded a lot of set pieces last season, but did they finish 9th last season? I only got 48 points.
Yeah, no, I think did they finish lower than that?
They might finish 10th or something, but it's a good platform to build on, and he's idolised down there at Selhurst Park, and I feel like he can just build on it. I like him.
Yeah, I agree. I think I might have put him a little bit low, but I stand by my pick.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah,
I stand by my pick, but I feel like I could have put him a little bit higher. But he is a decent manager.
Like I feel like with our list, like you can swap these around. Like,
the mid part. They're
not bad managers.
Yeah, they're all good managers in the Premier League, as we discussed before. So our next pick, we've already discussed the managers involved. I've got Brendan Rodgers there, and Jack's got Thomas Frank. And now, do you want to discuss what you think about Thomas Frank?
So he was the assistant when Dean Smith was the manager at Brentford, and just the way he plays, like like I remember when they played Everton. I know we had a man sent off, but like he changes tactics around, so he pushes the wing. They were just playing two at the back, and like the wingers were so high, and they're not wingers, fullbacks. But yeah, I like him. I think he's built something really successful there. Brentford, they have a good model. I feel like he's just like there's a well organised team. Like I feel like he sets his teams up well.
Definitely.
And like just recruit well.
Definitely.
And he gets the best out of players. Like they bought Ivan Toney for Peterborough, who got like 30 odd goals in League One. He's made the step up in the Championship, and then most importantly in the Prem. So yeah, I rate him a lot high. You have Eddie Howe.
Yeah, I do have Eddie Howe, and I think wait, no, I have Brendan Rodgers. Oh no, I do have Eddie Howe. Yeah, sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, so I have Eddie Howe. It seems like you have Howe a little bit higher. I rate Eddie Howe. I feel like his when he was at Bournemouth, he wasn't the best. I feel like defensively he was very weak, but it seems like he's improved doing that under Newcastle. He'll probably improve in my list if he stays at Newcastle and they keep building. But at the moment, I've just put him there. I feel like that's fair. I don't know if he's better than Rodgers, because I respect Rodgers' achievements. No, just not his philosophy. Just his achievements as a manager. I feel like he's got more than Eddie Howe, and he obviously got relegated. Obviously took Newcastle to quite a high finish last season, and he hasn't won anything or proven to me that he is a real top manager. But I feel like he could get there. So yeah, that's our thoughts on Frank, and then I've got Rodgers just above him. Well, you've got Eddie Howe.
Yeah, so I feel like Eddie Howe, like what he did at Bournemouth was remarkable from League Two to the Premier League, and he made him like sustainable for a bit. I know he didn't buy well, like at times.
I get you.
But like, just you gotta think about it.
They did have a very high finish as well in this first season.
Yeah, like they finished like 8th one season, and when they got relegated, you gotta think. I remember Aston Villa with against Sheffield United, the goal went over the line and it wasn't given. That ultimately got them relegated. But yeah, I rate him a lot. Like I like his football. And what he's done at Newcastle's remarkable. The run they went on. Like,
do you not reckon it's just the money?
It is, but like they bought just good Premier League players. He improved Joe Linton, and they went on a fantastic run. And it's already started by Saturday beating Nottingham Forest, and he's loved there. He's built something. And it looks very promising up north for him.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, I think he can go up in the rankings quite a lot. But now moving on to our next pick, I've got Steven Gerrard in this position, while you've got Mikel Arteta. So why have you put Mikel Arteta in this position?
So, he was Pep's number 2. He's very, very influential there, and you can just see like. From last season, I know they missed out on Champions League but everyone was calling for his head, and he's a very strong character. He's very a strong person to keep that like focus and not like get to him, and like the football you seen on Friday night, the football it's kind of like Pep's football at City. You can see like the same patterns, the same ideas, and I could have put him higher, but I feel like 2 others are just I don't know more experienced. Yeah, also got he left Everton in a bad way.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But yeah, he's onto something, and find like patience. Literally was patient because he's only 40. You can't expect him to be like Mourinho straight away. So, and Arsenal fans are on board, and I rate him a lot.
Yeah, I put Gerrard that high because I just rate his time at Rangers, and I feel like it will come good at Villa eventually. I understand it hasn't gone well so far, and a lot of Villa fans are fed up at the moment. But I feel like eventually he's going to get it going, hopefully. And I feel like he can become a great manager. But I understand why you put him lower. As we said before, they can be interchanged. But I'm putting Gerrard there. Yeah. So I've got Moyes in this position. I feel like Moyes is a great manager with the way that he's taken West Ham. I used to not rate him at all, especially after his time at United and then his time at Real Sociedad and Sunderland. Didn't go very well there, but I feel like it wasn't really his fault, and I feel like he's proven himself as a good manager over the last couple of years, and I feel like he gets your team into that Europa League area, and he's very good at keeping it like that. Makes your team very hard to beat with normally a low block. He's been doing that with Declan Rice and Souček. And
very tall team, isn't it?
Yeah, but then he's proven that he can get a team galvanised and willing to hit above their weight, especially in Europe, and that's the reason why I put him quite high. But it seems like you've got him higher. But the only reason why I don't rate him higher than Arteta is because recently I think Arteta's shown to me that he's a very quality manager despite the way that he's been managing Arsenal. But anyway, what are your thoughts on David Moyes?
Yeah, so I rate him a lot. Of course, at Everton, 13 years. Very unlucky not to get a trophy, man. It was very, like, the teams he had was like, he's just a very solid man. What he's doing at West Ham's what he was doing at Everton all those years ago. I know United didn't back him. Like, he wanted like Cruz and Fabregas, but he got Fellaini.
Yeah.
What's it called? And Real Sociedad was one of them. He beat Barcelona.
Did he also lose to Barcelona? Like,
no, that's Gary Neville.
Oh yeah.
And at Sunderland was just an impossible job. They were just certain to go down. At West Ham, West Ham were fighting relegation. He kept them up. West Ham fans weren't happy when he came back for a second time. He kept them up, got to the European semi-final, makes them solid, tough to beat. And he just get out and just get it. West Ham being like the top 8 or top 9. But so just below David Moyes for me, I have Graham Potter, and you have I have Graham Potter, you have Mikel Arteta. So quickly just going to Mikel Arteta.
My thoughts on Arteta are just that he's a very good coach and he's managed Arsenal very well. It looks like they're on the up, and I feel like, as you said before about him taking Pep style, it is very similar, and I feel like that he's imprinted onto this team now. I feel like if people are very negative towards him for no reason, like Chelsea Rory thinks he's just an average manager, but I feel like that he's actually very good.
As you were saying with Arteta, he's got rid of all like the bad eggs. It's his whole team, and like I feel like people just want to have a go in and just get clicks and that, and just be like try and get like
be a bit different.
Yeah, like you see people on like All or Nothing, they're like Arteta out immediately. Like it takes time to have a blueprint, and like it's like even if they have a bad season, like they're not up for 4th, everyone will be like Arteta out, but he's still building something. It's not going to be up all the time. It's going to be like bumps in the road.
Yeah, when he started at the club as well, it was very negative, and Arsenal lacked an identity, I thought.
Yeah, and, very toxic.
But now it seems like they've got all the bad eggs, as you said, out, and now they've got a style of play, and they've got a team that I think can build on what they're doing at the moment and become a top side. So that's why I've got Arteta that high.
So above Arteta, I have Graham Potter. You've mentioned Arteta. I rate Graham Potter higher. I wanted him at Everton last summer.
He's a great manager.
And I know the former director of football wanted him, but he won't have like the type of players he needs at Brighton. But the recruits well. His style is so unique. Like you think of the XG, like if they had a proper striker, they'd train so much higher because they're just a well organised, tough team to play again. And they're fun to watch, and like the patience, so they buy the young players, and they'll bed them in, so you won't get the result immediately, but it'll take time, and like there's no panic. So like if you rush things with like the owner that doesn't trust the process with these young players, it won't work. But I rate him really highly. Yeah. He's already shown this season how good he is.
Yeah, I've got Potter. I've got Arteta in the same position as you have Potter, but then above that, I have.
You have Potter
as well.
Where I have Moyes. I've already talked about Moyes. So give us your thoughts on Graham Potter.
Well, yeah, my thoughts on Graham Potter are very similar to yours. I feel like he's a great manager. I feel like that he has very good philosophy on how he wants his team to play and how he wants them to develop. Like, I feel like he should definitely stay at Brighton because I feel like Brighton have a good scouting and a good plan, and I feel like his
they're well sustainable.
Yeah, exactly, very sustainable. They buy very well, even though they don't spend too much, but the scouting and choice of players that they get in are very good, as it's been shown with the profit that they make on players like Ben White and Cucurella. And I feel that's mainly down to Potter. I feel like his whole like control over the club is the reason why Brighton are getting better and got the highest finish last year.
Yeah, they're only like 6 points off 6, which is crazy. Yeah, and he did a fantastic job at Ostersund too. That job was phenomenal. Yeah. But yeah, so above Moyes and Potter, we both have Erik ten Hag. I feel like I could have put him lower just because he's not Premier League like experience, but what he resurrected Ajax in a way, like took them to semi-finals, which they probably should have got to the Champions League final. They kind of did crumble a 3-goal lead to Tottenham. Crazy. But yeah, so he's phenomenal. He just needs time. Like the way he plays is not going to just take a pre-season, but like it shows promise. And I feel like there's too many bad eggs at United, and because of the name, there's always just gonna be like toxic on Maguire, like especially Goldbridge on Maguire. Goldbridge goes in on him for no reason. But yeah, what do you think about Erik ten Hag?
Yeah, I feel like his achievements with Ajax are quite remarkable. To be honest, I feel like the way that Ajax in the modern day buy and sell, I feel like it's very difficult for them to get into the Europe elite again, because they sell a lot of their players that they bring up.
They were out of it as well for a couple of years. He brought them back up
for a long time. They were out of Europe. Was
he the manager when Mourinho beat them in the Europa League?
I think so. I think he was. He might have not been. But
have a quick look.
Yeah, you look. I'm pretty sure he might have been. But obviously he was definitely the manager for when they got to that semi-final, and to get Ajax there is just quite incredible. I feel like his style of play is obviously very good as well.
Knocked out Real Madrid
last season, knocked out Real Madrid
and Juventus.
Yeah. And the way they knocked out Real Madrid was quite incredible, because they I think it was
turned them over at the Bernabeu.
Turned them over at the Bernabeu. With Tadic had an incredible performance there. But that's the reason why I have Erik ten Hag. I feel like he could even become a top manager, like a top 3 manager if he takes United to where they want to be.
I feel like this is with the Arteta though. It will take time. You're not gonna be like you're not gonna be where Arsenal, for example, and a couple of like. It takes time. You've got to trust the process. He's world class manager. So yeah, I know he wasn't the manager.
He wasn't. Who was it?
Peter Bosz.
Oh yeah. Oh, the guy he's the guy who went to Dortmund after. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Yeah, he went to Dortmund, I think.
Yeah. Then Bayern Leverkusen, now Olympique Lyon, who I've just sorted an FM save on.
Yes. We'll do an FM episode if people actually want that. Me and Jack love a bit of Football Manager. We'd love to talk about it. So that would be a fun episode to do in the future.
So now we're on the top 4, the 4th elitist managers. We both have Thomas Tuchel. Why do you have Thomas Tuchel 4th, not above Conte?
Well, you also have Thomas Tuchel, and my reason for having Thomas Tuchel 4th and not in the top 3 is just his. I just feel like the other 3 are just better, have more pedigree. I feel like Tuchel's a very good manager, but he's never won a league except for in Paris. But, which is quite easy.
It's guaranteed.
Obviously, he's won the Champions League with Chelsea, which was incredible. But I feel like his. I just don't like his style of football as much as the other 3, and I also don't like his. I don't think he's as charismatic or as just as good in general as the other 3. He's an incredible manager, but I don't think he's as good as the top 3. What do you think?
I feel like you're thinking about like last season, obviously Liverpool Chelsea played each other like 4 times, and like he matched toe to toe. He didn't beat Chelsea last season. He can match the Liverpool's Cities and
one-off games.
He's a very smart manager. I like him.
Tactically he's very good.
Came in back 5, won the Champions League. I just like his approach. I know he drops players like Hudson-Odoi, Abraham, Guecki, Cowell, but I think the back 3 just suits Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel, and I feel like hopefully the new owner doesn't, like, if they're not performing, sack him, because I like him in the Premier League. He's just clever.
What do you think?
And he did well at Dortmund too.
Why do you think he's not in the top 3 then? What do you think separates him from that top 3?
Because Pep and Klopp are just like levels above with the teams and how they approach. And Conte, he's just. Should we just go on to Conte now? We
can do. But I feel like last thing about Tuchel, I feel like I don't like his strategy when it comes to bringing youth players through. I think a few older managers are like that, but with Tuchel, him getting rid of like Tammy Abraham and Tomori and Livramento and different players like Dan Cowell recently, I feel like I don't like that philosophy as a manager, and that's one thing that does put me off him. But let's go on to Conte now, and we both have him 3rd.
Serial winner.
I think he's an incredible manager.
Yeah, it started Juventus dominant, ended it with Inter Milan. Chelsea came in. They started well, lost back to Arsenal, changed it 3-4-3, smash it, won the league. Next season, won the FA Cup. Was the manager.
Ended quite sour though, didn't it, at Chelsea?
Yeah. But he didn't buy well in the second season at Chelsea. But Morata, Drinkwater, Zappacosta, Bakayoko, Drinkwater, Barkley, didn't add on to when they won the league. But yeah, I think it's phenomenal, and you just know he gets the most out of players.
That's actually my opinion, that he gets the most out of the players that he's given. He's shown that at Tottenham, and I feel like his system. Obviously, Tuchel plays 5 at the back too, but I feel like Conte's is
more of a 3.
It's more of a 3, and I feel like it's more of a dominant system. I feel like it's better, and I feel like Conte is very trustworthy manager, and he's just shown his quality throughout the leagues that he's been in, so that's the reason why I have him third too.
And I feel like people fear Tottenham more because of Conte. Whereas like Kane and Son,
definitely,
because Chelsea's fire line,
he's made them 10 times better.
Yeah. Yes, I feel like a trophy could be on the cards at Tottenham, because like
100%.
they're adding the key.
He's a winner manager. That's what Tottenham need a manager that's won it before.
And I feel like he's the guy right now, could be like to his like backroom staff, he'd be like, we can win this league. I think he's that guy who can believe he can set Tottenham to win the Premier League.
Do you think?
Yeah. I don't think it will happen, but I feel like he has the confidence, and I feel like he has the ability to do that.
Okay. Now going on to our top 2. Obviously, this is between 2 managers that a lot of people would put in their top 2. This is very debated, but it seems like that me and Jack have different opinions when it comes to the top 2 managers.
Yeah, which is expected, you know.
Yeah.
Klopp, I have Klopp second, you have Pep second, I have Pep first, you have Klopp first.
Yeah, so you go first. Why do you think Pep is the best manager in the Premier League compared to Klopp?
I just think he's the best manager of all time, to be honest. Just the way...
Do you think he's better than Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yeah, just the way his teams are, like... I know he's only won 2 Champions League and he hasn't won one without Messi, but like, I know when he first came in the Prem, everyone like laughed saying he won't be able to play his way, and he got the first team to get the Centurions, and like the title races between these two, and like there's not that much that splits the two.
He's very adaptable, isn't he, Pep?
And like he won the league 2 seasons in a row without a striker with a false 9, which like it's kind of unheard of, and I know he's like so driven. I love the way his teams play. The way they just keep the ball for so long, and a bang 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 goal.
Yeah. So my main reason for putting Pep second and not first is my main advocate for Klopp is that he went into Liverpool when we were literally like a very poor side, like very bad. Like we had, you know, Nathaniel Klein, Benteke, Balotelli, Lambert, you know, players like that, like Lovren. You could even give like probably pick out even worse players in that team. Mignolet in goal. Bogdan, yeah. Klavan, yeah. No, Klavan wasn't there. Klopp actually signed Klavan, I'm pretty sure. But the way that he just transitioned our team in a couple of seasons to get us up to a Premier League winning side and to get us to Champions League winning is just incredible. I just don't like it's one of the greatest jobs in football history. It's like to get us out of that divot that we were in, where we just weren't going towards. We weren't even questioning the top 4 for a few seasons because we just didn't have the quality of players at the end of Brendan Rodgers' tenure. So Klopp, for us to develop us into this pressing side is just incredible, and I feel like that's the reason why I have him above Pep, because I feel like if Pep came into Liverpool, I don't know if he would be able to do the same.
No, I feel like it'll be interesting though. You know, see like the evolution of Klopp, because I know Pep's done a couple of times, like because obviously Mane going and will like change the team.
That's true.
But yeah, there's not much that splits the two though. They're all both
definitely.
the best managers in the world.
I definitely understand why someone would put Pep, but I'm going with Klopp. It might be my Liverpool bias, but I absolutely love the way he's developed our side and made us into what we are.
I mean, I'd probably rather watch.
On a low budget.
I'd probably rather watch. I would rather watch Klopp's football, but I don't want to see Liverpool, win.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't Pep. I think Pep gets too much flick though. I suppose like we saw the Barca. It's like, he was good enough. He was in Barcelona B.
Yeah.
And like he was better than Frank Rijkaard.
I love Pep's football, like the way that City play, but I just find it boring to watch. Like
he is it can be when, but he also like second guesses himself in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Like talking a back three into Leon. I feel like if he got to the Champions League final this year, Liverpool would have won.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so Jack, do you want to finish this episode?
Yeah, so thank you for bearing with us and listening to our manager picks. And if there's any questionable ones, please let us know and let us know who you have in the comments below. But yeah, thank you for listening to the Fairest podcast on YouTube and in podcasting. And yeah, see you later.